There, this is just a quick tutorial on how to do the double jump. I have a basic world set up here with some basic platforms. They're all just static body 2Ds. Let's jump into this and make a player. We're going to make him a kinematic body 2D. Let's rename it player. Go ahead and add a script. Create. Very good. Get rid of this junk here. Let's go ahead and add a sprite. We'll drag the Godot icon in as its texture. Okay, let's click on player, add a collision, shape 2D. Oops. We'll add a new shape, make it a rectangle. Let's set its extents to 32, oops, by 32. Looks good. Let's go ahead and add a camera 2D. Okay, we'll make it the current camera and we'll change its zoom to 0.5. I think that'll look good. Alright. And we're going to add one more thing. We're going to add a tween node that we'll be using later to create the spin, like the Metroid spin effect on the double jump. Alright, let's jump into our script here. We'll create some variables. We'll create a speed variable. I'll set it to, I don't know, about 500. Let's do a jump force variable, and we'll set that to, I don't know, maybe 700. Let's do gravity. We'll make that 800. What the what? That was weird. Why did it do... What? I don't understand what just happened here. Sometimes when I use Godot on my tablet, it does some weird glitches. I don't understand why it did that. That was very strange. Okay. Actually, let's make the jump force a negative value. Alright, that works. Let's go ahead and do another variable. We'll call it velocity, just vel for short. And we'll set it to a vector 2 dot... we'll just do... we'll just make it blank parentheses. I like that. Let's do up direction. We'll set that to a vector 2 dot up, and let's go ahead and do one more variable. We'll call it jump count. We'll set it to 0 for now. Alright, I think that's all the variables we need just for this simple tutorial. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into a physics process function. We'll set our first variable to determine direction, and we'll set it equal to input.getAction strength right minus left. So getAction strength right minus input.getAction strength left. Okay, let's expand the screen here and go a little bit bigger text for you. Okay, good. Alright, now for the left and right movement, we're going to say if direction does not equal 0, meaning we're pushing left or right, then we're going to set our velocity.x equal to speed. Oh, dang it, I always do that. I forget my... Cool. Alright, velocity.x is going to be set to speed times direction. We could get fancier with this, but I'm just going to keep it really basic for this. And we're say else velocity dot x equals 0. Okay. And then we want to apply constant gravity to our velocity dot y. So velocity dot y equals, should be plus equals or just equals? We'll go plus equals gravity. Wait, why is that not auto-filling for me? Plus equals. Oh, that's why, because I misspelled it up here. Forgot my gravity times delta. Okay. Now for the jump, we'll say if is on floor, and under that, if input dot is action just pressed. And we'll just keep it at up for now. Okay, I did it again. Then velocity dot y equals jump force. Okay. Okay, I think that should be good. And now let's go ahead and handle when we're in the air. So we're going to say if not is on floor, if input dot is action just released up, then velocity dot y equals 0. Actually, to make that look a little smoother, let's go ahead and linear interpolate it from whatever the velocity dot y happens to be to 0 over, I don't know, 0 as the rate. I think that'll look smoother. And also, let's say that it's only going to do that if we're also, if our velocity dot y is less than 0. So only when we're on the way up. When we're on the way down, we don't want to linear interpolate this. Okay, I think that should be good there. There are probably better ways to do this. I'm just going really fast and sloppy for now. Let's go ahead and save our player. Save. Let's go ahead and drop our player into the world here. So there's our player. Oh wait, let me go here just so I can say where I want to drop him. Okay, let's go ahead and run the scene, see how that works. Oh, fiddlesticks. I know what I forgot. I always forget this. We forgot to plug everything in to move and slide. So down here below all of this stuff, we're going to say velocity equals move and slide. We're going to plug in velocity and up direction. Now we should be good to go. Yep. And here we are moving. Good, good, good. Here we are jumping. Jumping. Releasing the jump early so I have a variable jump. Alright. We're in business. Now for the double jump. So this is obviously going to happen when we're not on the floor. So it'll be in this block of the code here. So we're going to say, actually I'm going to put it in front of releasing the jump button. I don't know if that will make any difference or not, but it just makes more sense logically to me. So if input dot is action just pressed up, but we have to add also the condition and jump count is greater than 0. And the reason I do it this way, oh, hold on, let's finish this. We're going to say velocity.y equals jump force. Okay. Now the reason I do it this way, I could have done this with like a boolean instead, to like called it like a true or false, double jumpable or whatever. But maybe you want to create a system where your character can jump more than twice in the air, and as it gets upgrades, it can do more and more multiple jumps, and so you can actually add this jump count, add more numbers to this jump count. Also, we want to make sure that every time we touch the floor, jump count is going to be set to whatever it is that we want to set it to. We'll just set it to 1 for now. But this could be a variable that changes as the character evolves or levels up or whatever. And whenever we do execute this double jump, we want to also make sure that we are setting the jump count to, we'll say minus equal 1, right? Or we could just set it to 0 if we just wanted to keep it simple. So if jump count equals 1, and then we double jump in the air, we take 1 away, and it sets it to 0. This should work. Let's give it a try. So boom, our jump count should be to 1 now. So we jump again. So far so good. Let's see, can I? Yep, and I cannot double jump after my initial double jump. Alright, good. And finally, let's go ahead and add that Metroid spin into the mix here. We're going to also do it during this not on floor code block and when we're in the double jump territory. So, I mean, you could put it on the regular jump too if you wanted, but I like to save it for the double jump. We're going to go ahead and use the tween for this. So we're going to call the tween with the $sign. We're going to say interpolate property. Okay. We're going to do the property of the sprite. We don't need to turn the whole player, just the sprite, just to give it that appearance. We need to say what property it is, and that always goes in quotes. In this case, it's rotation underscore degrees. And this is important. Whatever thing it is that you're affecting, whatever its property is, you need to go and look at it. You can hover over it, and it'll show you what the property is supposed to be typed up as in the code. So very important that you take a look at that. So now we're going to set the initial value of that property, which is going to be 0, and we're going to set it to whatever it is we want it to be. In this case, 360. We want to rotate 360 degrees. And at what rate, what duration? We'll say half a second. Now we could do like different tweening properties like it's easing and stuff like that. But just for now, we'll keep it simple. Also, don't forget, as I always do, to tell the tween to start. I always forget to say that part. Alright, we're going to give it a go. There will be a problem, but hold on for now. Let's see. 1, 2. There's a nice little spin. But notice when I run to the left, he still spins the wrong direction now. Easy way to fix that is we're just going to go ahead and in our tween interpolation here, when we set the property to 360, we're going to times that times whatever our direction is, which is set by this getting action strength, whatever that we did up here. That works pretty well. So spins to the right, spins to the left on the double jump. Right spin, left spin. Only problem is if I'm not pushing left or right, he won't spin because direction is equal to 0. So you may fix that with some other type of variable, like you could call it facing, and then it stays at that facing until you change direction. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful, and this video is not too long and will actually fit in a message here. Let me know if you have any questions about how I did any of this, and obviously, this may change depending on your methodology or how you set up your basic physics for your kinematic body 2D. One last look at the code there for you. and the scene tree for my player here.